Hi, for those who are watching, it is the Angry Anime Fan to bring you the One Piece chapter 868. And I just wanna say, Big Mom, she must die. She is too dangerous! So this made it even more clear to me that we should not feel sympathy for Big Mom. The only thing we should feel sympathy towards her is the fact that her mind has never ever grown up. She and her dream, her so-called dream, is nothing more than a misunderstanding and nothing more than a childish desire of something that cannot be obtained. Having all races equal is fine and all, but that's only because she wants to have a tea party with everyone in eye levels. Moreover, she became a pirate already at age 6, 7, maybe even 8. And at a very young age, of course, got a bounty of 5,000 after a while. She is too dangerous. And it even adds it even more when it's saying that if you do as I say, you live. If you don't, you die. Because if you don't listen to me, you're selfish. That is just how a child will talk to someone. So I'm sorry, everyone who believes Big Mom should be redeemed and become an ally. I still cannot see it. I still cannot see how someone so mentally deranged and someone with such a childish mindset. Granted, even Luffy is mentally deranged, but at least he knows right from wrong. Sometimes he just want to live free. Big Mom doesn't want to live free. She just wants to do what she wants to do. And if you don't listen to her, it doesn't matter if that person wants to live free from her or anything else. You are useless to her. Now that I ranted about that, first about the chapter, I have a feeling that the Cavendish story arc of the sideshow is going to close. Because it turns out that all this flashback was just Cavendish' extremely long way of drawing out exactly on why they are being chased by two other pirate ships. Pirate ship that seems to contain a lot of fangirls who wants to marry Cavendish. Basically saying, therefore those are not enemy ships. There's no need to attack them, Suleiman. And Suleiman just rightfully says, that explanation was too long. Indeed it was. Cavendish, so beautiful it's a curse, and yet he embraces it. Well, I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want to have so many ladies fawning over them? But to think that ladies even became pirates just to marry Cavendish, even I feel that's a little bit extreme. As the chapter keep on doing, it is revealed only partially on what happened that day. It's, as I said before, it's hinted that Big Mom ate everyone else in her hunger. And even though that is not confirmed still, it is basically confirmed that two people were witness to everything, and even though Big Mom did not know that. The first was a giant who was going to visit the sheep's house because he was worried about the children. What he saw terrified him, so he sailed back to Elbaf and never returned to the island, on which he told the Elbaf giants on what happened. And seeing that they did not know Caramel's true personality and what Charlotte Linlin did to them as a kid, ever since that day, the giant's hatred for Big Mom was so big that even saying her name was a taboo or frowned upon. That also makes me, but however, that makes me question one thing. I am thinking of doing a theory video about this, but Loki fell in love with Big Mom's daughter Lola and wanted to marry her. Despite this flashback making it perfectly clear, Big Mom would have been unforgiven by all the Elbaf giants. So I'm starting to believe, is it possible that the Elbaf giants are currently in a civil war? I mean, have mixed opinions. I mean, Loki, the giant, is named after Loki, the Norse god of trickery, and that trickery god was not exactly loved by everyone else. Moreover, how Gudrun wanted to get the Mera Meran of me because he wanted to become the king of the giants, and this was before Loki was revealed to be the prince of giants. So I'm just saying, maybe there is some kind of dispute there. However, the other one who helped Big Mom to become the pirate she was today, I mean, not by strength, but by influence, was none other than Straussen. Yes, apparently that Straussen. That old man who apparently was a young adult. I mean, how old is he? Is he 80? saw everything else. But unlike the Elbaf giant who became terrified and ran away, he sadistically laughed and decided to do something about this because he saw potential in Linlin. I mean, she did have potential. But this is basically like the Treble scene. Treble took in the already extremely unstable and dangerous Don Flamingo after seeing his Haoshoku no Haki and his surviving the Marineford, and influenced him ever since that day. I mean, granted, Don Flamingo will still have grown up to become a jackass, but he certainly did not help that Treble influenced his already psychotic behavior with spoiled methods. And although it's not exactly confirmed that Straussen did the same, he did befriend her to influence Big Mom to become a pirate. As we also see the final confirmation about Big Mom's extreme childishness as the rockets are finally fired. And that is her dream of having everyone equals is basically her misunderstanding when Mother Caramel said, this country should, if a country existed that everyone could see eye to eye, there wouldn't be any discrimination. And seeing that Big Mom wanted to have someone who would have just as size as her, she took that to heart. Another sign of her mentalness. And given to the fact that we see Mother Caramel's fake smile with devious eyes when he said a country with a lot more peacefulness. I mean, we knew for a fact that Mother Caramel did not mean that. But it's very likely that when she said a place with country and peacefulness, it wasn't just to appear to be that kind-hearted. It was to have a country where she could take all kinds of different children to sell. However, Mother Caramel was pretty stupid to telling that to someone who was so extremely childish like Big Mom, because she took that to heart. And she decided to have the former country just for Mother Caramel. As we have said before, her utopia is not of the kindness of her heart. It is just for a childish dream. And because she thinks that is what Mother Caramel would want, which we know she wouldn't. During that time, Lin also discovered that ability she had. She became a pirate already at 5 years old, and 50 million as a child, and as she became an even more child, we do not know how much though, she already got a bounty of 500 million. It's during this time she had already created Prometheus and Zeus, but not Napoleon. And she destroyed the country she was at. It's confirmed that this country she is Totaland. And she said, if you do as I say, bring me sweets, and I promise you I'll bring peace and country to a country of dreams. So I'm just saying, does that sound like the goodness of the heart, people? Does it sound good to hold an entire place hostage out of selfish desires and saying, I will bring you peace? No, it does not. Big Mom is not a kind person. I just cannot understand that. And she's following a childish dream. That dream itself is noble, but her ways of saying that is childish. And then finally the plan fails, as Big Mom sobs, saying that the only picture she had of Mother Caramel is now ruined. She screams she will not forgive the Straw Pirates, and her scream combined with her Haoshoku no Haki is now so strong that the launchers get destroyed. Not only that, Katakuri uses that time to create mochi plans that Caesar immediately begins to fly, seeing the plan has failed. However, Big Mom's scream gets so high that the mirror cracks, just like many other theorists. Of course, Nami and Chopper cries in shocking. They are now surrounded by the Big Mom pirates. And according to them, they have no chance of winning. No chance of winning. They are the goddamn main characters! Of course they have a chance of winning. Just not in a fair fight, maybe. So as a last resort, Beige transforms himself into a giant castle. Big Father, so to speak. I mean, that makes me question if Beige has an awakening power. I mean, it's not exactly explained how this Shiro no Mi to me work completely. However, he tells his allied forces to get into his a big father form. I guess this must be the form he used when he destroyed the different gangs. But as he said before, they have no chance of escaping and they are surrounded by the Big Mom pirates. So I'm just saying, no chance of escaping. You are the main characters, so you must escape. And no chance of winning. You are the main characters, so of course you must win. The only problem is if they do win in a fair fight, I will be the only one who will like that, because the Spicers just do not like the fact that happens. But either way, the plan finally failed. I'm saying finally because I know everyone else wanted it to fail. I did not want it to fail. I sincerely wanted Big Mom to die. So now what? I mean, next week is obviously going to be the chapter before the, break and all. But how are they going to get out of here? Unless, of course, Beige has a mirror inside of himself that they could use to escape. But Beige will be the only one who will not be able to escape. And he is not noble enough to do something like that. So yeah, they're surrounded. And how are they gonna do? All in all, this just confirmed it even more for me that Big Mom is a child in a giant's body. And she needs to be stopped. She is too dangerous. I cannot understand the Gorosei being panicking that much about Luffy becoming influential. Someone this dangerous cannot be allowed to live. Especially someone with such a childish mindset. It's only a matter of time before Big Mom conquers more cities to satisfy her own selfish way of saying, I'll bring peace. She needs to be stopped. But how? I have no idea. So give me your dream thoughts if you have any.